So the question is, what inspired me to do SeedUp? And to be honest, there's a few answers to this, and I'll share as follows. So first, it was the desire to democratize and spread information about psychotropic medications and take it out of its silo. Often this information is delivered within the context of healthcare provision. But as we know, children have many touch points with other professionals who may not be non-clinically based. For example, child intervention social workers, as well as educational professionals such as teachers and education assistants. So I really wanted to use this project as a way to share this information to support those type of professionals outside of healthcare. I also wanted to use this project as a way to destigmatize psychotropic medications, as mental health itself is often a taboo subject, although getting better in terms of its stigmatization. The medications are still really facing an uphill battle in terms of understanding, disconnect between the healthcare providers as well as the families and social workers, probably lawyers and police officers and all the other non-clinical professionals that may interface with a child and family. In my experience as well, building a consultative service for child intervention professionals in my city, there was the use of public money to fund this service, which really, when I think back, it was a duplication of services. Often the teachings around psychotropic medications come from the prescribing clinic. However, due to incongruencies with the professionals within sectors such as child intervention social work, they may not always be able to attend the medical appointment when these prescriptions are drafted. So often there is a breakdown of information delivery as well as explanation provision from the healthcare providers to the people who need it the most, which are not only the families but the professionals who surround the child at the school level as well as the social work level. I'm hoping to use SeedUp as a way to start a community of practice where we can consolidate an online destination where people can dialogue, converge to ask questions and learn from each other. And another important factor that contributed to this is coming face to face with stressed out professionals and families, the parents who are so overwhelmed with having to deal with these prescriptions, dealing with the grief and loss of a child having to go on these medications, and the mental health diagnoses that come about with the involvement of the mental health system. There's a lot of emotion, a lot of anxiety, a lot of anger and discomfort when these medications are prescribed. Some families deal with it better than others. Some are very accepting of it. Some welcome it. But there's also a lot of parents and professionals who are quite med adverse and feel that medications should be a last resort or not even part of the equation. And finally, with my experience building the consultative service for child intervention social workers in my city, I feel like I have a niche perspective to provide that I hope to utilize as a way to capacity build for other professionals involved in similar types of work, other child intervention professionals around the world, as well as professionals within education that may benefit from this information.